Hi, happy Friday. Happy Friday live. I'm so excited to be here with you. For those of you who don't know me or might be new to my world, my name is Kim Argetsinger, and I'm a success and mindset business coach for solopreneurs, creatives, and dreamers. And every Friday, I'm hopping on live here to dive a little deeper into my blog's weekly topic. And this week, I'm super excited because I'm doing something new over on the blog. I'm starting a monthly interview series where I'm interviewing really inspiring individuals who have created their own version of success. They're walking their talk, and they're talking about the grit that has made it, that has all gone into making it happen. And I'm starting this interview series off with the visionary and founder of the Imperfect Boss movement. Some of you might have heard of it. If you haven't, it's awesome. It is liberating women to step away from that need to be perfect. It has definitely helped me. And the founder is Beaudin. She is so wonderful. She's great on this interview. She's so inspiring, and she's so real. So there's a link for that below if you want to click and listen to the full interview over there. I would say for any of you who feel like you have struggled with that idea of knowing what you want to do with your life and have maybe tried one thing after another and have maybe fallen and picked yourself up again and tried again and maybe feel discouraged by it, this might be a great interview for you to listen to. So check that out. I'm super excited about that. And what I wanted to talk about here live today is some of the topics that came up in the interview and go a little deeper into them. So specifically, the idea of success, and then that grit and growth mindset that supports success. So part of my work is being a mindset coach, and I'm a big believer in mindset and how that affects our success. And one of my beliefs is that we all have a unique version of success, that success is not a cookie cutter, one size fits all sort of thing. And yet, I think so many of us have gotten caught up and trapped in the shoulds of the world. I should be doing this to be successful. In order to be successful, I should be doing this. I think Tony Robbins calls it shoulding all over yourself. And so I believe that the more we can step away from those shoulds and lean into our unique version of success, the more we can be happy in our day-to-day and having that mindset that we have our own version of success. In other words, what success looks like for me might be very, very different than what success looks like for you. The other thing I want to talk about that I think really plays into creating this version of success for ourselves is a grit and growth mindset. Now, grit is not dirt and not being edgy. Grit is also that, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Grit is a term in psychology. If you're not familiar with this, it's a term in psychology, and it is that passion for a long time goal combined with the persistence and perseverance to make it happen. Now that combination is really important because having a passion for a long time goal on its own is essentially daydreaming and doesn't get us very far. But it's that combination of having that passion for a long term goal and combining it with that persistence to make it happen that is what grit is, and that grit mindset. I think this is especially important today in our world where we live in such an instant gratification society while we're simultaneously being bludgeoned with this idea of an overnight success story. I think a lot of us believe the successes that we see, that they happen overnight, where the reality is most of them don't. We're not seeing the full story. And so this grit mindset, I think, is very, especially important presently with what we see on social media. A little bit of what I was talking about last week. Now, part of grit, there's two different mindsets. We can have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. What we want is a growth mindset. Now, a fixed mindset is this belief that there's a cap on our capabilities, that our IQ, our talents, that there is only so far we can go with them, that basically it's that whole born with that idea that you're born with a certain level of talent or you're born with a certain level of IQ. A growth mindset, on the other hand, believes that we can challenge ourselves to grow and to stretch and to reach farther and to improve those levels of IQ or talent in our life. Now, it's been shown that having that growth mindset, which is part of grit, having this growth mindset can have kids be better in school. It can improve our health, both emotionally and physically, and having that growth mindset can even improve our relationships. The other thing to know about a growth mindset that's really important is that IQ and talent we're talking about, it has been shown that our IQ can actually improve and grow with age, that through challenging ourselves and through stimulating ourselves, we can actually improve our IQ, and the same goes with talent. Now, some of you know I was an actress in my previous life, and I will definitely say my ability as an actress, while maybe I had some natural ability, it definitely improved when I showed up and had that grit and that perseverance to show up and do the work and to show up and practice and to show up again and again and have that dogged persistence. It wasn't like day one, I was what I was on year 10, which is how long I was an actress for. So that's the difference between a fixed and a growth mindset. So we really want to aim for this growth mindset and to cultivate this growth mindset and this idea of grit to help create our version of success. Now, Angela Duckworth, she is awesome. I'm obsessed with her work. She has a great TED Talk on grit if you want to learn a little more. She also has a great book on grit, but she recommends that when we do this, what we want to do is start with really thinking about, okay, how can I shift my mindset into believing in this growth mindset? And then what can I do to boost my growth mindset? So today I'd love for you to think about that. I'd love for you to think about, what does success mean for you? What is your version of success? And then also, do you have a fixed or growth mindset? And how can you boost that growth mindset? How can you boost your idea of growth in that area? So those are the two ideas I have for you today. I would love to hear from anyone who's watching. What jumps out at you? What was your biggest takeaway? And if you, again, would like to hear the full interview with Ashley, head over to the website. I put a link for you there. And I also have that free challenge for you there. And then I will be back next Friday and we'll jam on another topic. Happy weekend, everyone.